Hello there, guys. It's nice to see you today. Today we're going to talk about Psycho. That is right, Psycho. Now, the reason why I'm going to review this is, well, I really had no other ideas. Oh, and by the way, I am humongously sorry I did not post this on August 13th, Alfred Hitchcock's birthday. I am sorry, audiences. I am sorry, Alfred Hitchcock. I am so sorry. I am a douchebag, thus in which I will punch. Ow. Oh, God. So, now we're gonna review Psycho. In terms of this movie, the movie is a great masterpiece of horror. Let's talk about what Alfred Hitchcock is known best for: suspense. The suspense is brilliant. You really just can't take what's gonna happen. It puts you at the edge of your seat wondering, oh my god, 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 oh my god. It's great suspense. You really are kept at the edge of your seat during the suspenseful moments. And the movie itself is also very creepy because, well, it's a horror movie. What makes it so scary is that it came out in 1960, and to my knowledge, not a whole lot of horror movies were exactly made use actually did something realistic with a psychopath killing people. And yes, Psycho is indeed the very first slasher movie. At least that's a common phrase for it. Even though he only manages to kill 2 people. Jeez, that's the lamest guy. Then you have in terms of the scares, it really does scare you because, for one thing, by having the movie filmed in black and white, it really does create an unwelcoming atmosphere that feels something familiar, but yet it manages to be dark and deadly and cool in a way. The shadows used for the Bates Motel is the best. Just the look of that place is damn creepy. The inside isn't really creepy, but it just looks subtle, and it's subtly scary. The movie itself is also subtly scary. The number one reason is Anthony Perkins' performance as, well, Norman Bates. He does a fantastic job, and you really are scared shitless throughout the movie, and you really do get his performance. You don't know whether that he's a pawn, a misunderstood person, or an evil plotter. You don't know. And then you have the main character, played by Janet Leigh. Oh, and warning, if you have not seen the movie, get off your lazy ass and see it. It's a masterpiece, because I'm about to spoil something. Janet Leigh is killed early in the movie, in 48 minutes at best. Yeah, people pretty much already know that, but it created one of the most iconic scenes in horror and movie history. The shower scene. Dun, 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 dun. Famous scene, parodied. First time I saw it parodied was when I saw Looney Tunes Back in Action. I haven't seen that movie in a while, so I don't know if I think it's good or not. And then you have, well, to say, the other characters after that. To be honest, the characters aren't really meant to be actual characters, in my opinion. This, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho does try to be more like a documentary about the evilness of the human mind, and I do think that's what Alfred Hitchcock had intended with this movie, and it really shows. It feels realistic because it actually takes a realistic approach. And then you have the ending. The ending is such a twist, I will not spoil it because no one will see it coming whatsoever. Well, unless you've already seen the movie and you're spoiling it in the comments, you douchebag. Oh yeah, the story. The story is filled with suspense and twists, really keeping you invested in the movie and what's going on. But there is one thing that I do have one little nitpick with the movie. It does feel a little repetitive with the story. What I mean is that everyone going to the Bates Motel like for 3 times. First time with Janet Leigh, second time with this inspector, and third time with Janet Leigh's sister and Janet Leigh's, well, boyfriend. I mean, it does feel a little bit repetitive, but then again, that's more of a nitpick. But one flaw I say with the movie is when Janet Leigh's character, Margaret Kane, I think, is that it? Is that it? Oh, thanks. Douchebag, why didn't you tell me earlier? Well, anyway, the thing with her is that it's not really explained why she steals this money. See, she's told to put this money in a bank, but instead she decides to steal it. Why? Meh. We're never really told why she stole it, and we're not really given any hints why. She just seems to live an ordinary life, but she doesn't really. I don't really recall her ever saying that I just want more out of life or something. She just takes the money for no good reason. I can't remember any lines of dialogue. Even the shot for shot remake didn't explain it. Darn. We'll get to that piece of shit later. And in terms of acting, the acting is pretty good in this movie. All the actors bring in good, subtle performances, but also don't go too over the top. They are good actors, and these actors did do a good job portraying their characters. So, yeah, there's not really much I can say about the movie Psycho than so many other people have said. It's filled with suspense, thrills, and of course, good acting, great scares, and a good story that'll keep you at the edge of your seats. And then it got a sequel in 1982, another sequel, and another sequel. The third one being directed by Norman Bates himself, Anthony Perkins. And then we saw the shot-for-shot remake in 1998, yeah. Well, since it's pretty damn early in the review, I guess I will talk about the shot-for-shot remake. But this review won't be so long. This is basically the movie in a nutshell. The original, in color, with shittier acting. That's it. It's in color and has shittier acting. Oh, and for some reason they always add more for the movie, like how the $40,000 turned into 400,000, and the 700 turned into 4,000, and 10 butts turned into 36 butts, and 10 cents. I really don't get why they made those changes. The biggest problem with the remake, and the reason why it sucks, it copied every single last shot in detail. I am dead fucking serious. They actually did that. They copied scene for scene. You can see scenes of it on YouTube compared to scenes with Psycho, and can you really tell the difference except that you can clearly see two totally different actors? And the acting in the remake, the acting has the same problem with the Nightmare remake. Some of the actors really don't seem to care about this movie or care too much. okay, the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street didn't have overacting. It had subtle to shit acting. But two of the actors in the movie that play the cowboy guy that is rich as hell and the guy that's Janet Leigh's that's Margaret Kane's boss in the remake they're kind of played to be over the top. Yeah. And the two worst actors in this movie was like Emmy Hatter or something. What was it? Emmy Hatter? Anyway, she apparently voiced Lois Lane in the movie Superman Doomsday. She did a good job in this movie, but in this movie, different story. She does a shit job. She just seems too exaggerated. But on the other hand, with this movie, I don't really blame the actors. I blame the director. I don't know other words he's known for, but from this movie alone, he just doesn't seem to be that good a director. Anyway, I'm just judging this movie, no others. And the actors in this movie just feel directionless. They don't feel like they're actually given directions about what to do. They're just told stuff like copy this and copy that. And that's really it. They weren't really given that much instruction. And Vince Vaughn as Norman Bates. Sorry, Nostalgia Critic, but you are 100% right. Vince Vaughn was probably the shittiest choice. I don't know other choices that were chosen, but he does a shit job in this movie. Oh my god, he sucks as Norman Bates. He just seems too friendly, too nice, and too sweet. He doesn't feel menacing or scary or at all has a realistic tone. He just feels like a stupid ass Boy Scout. I mean, Anthony Perkins portrayed Norman Bates in a way that creeped the shit out of you. His performance was great. It filled you with suspense, tension, and fear, and you really did feel sorry, but also you wanted him to be brought to justice. And you were leaning towards, I don't know. And Vince Vaughn as Norman Bates, what a fucking stupid choice that was. Yeah, the acting in this movie does suck. Then you have the story. It's the exact same as the original, so if you've seen the original, you've seen the damn remake. Except that the remake has shittier acting and no surprises whatsoever, because if it's a remake, then you most likely seen the original, and if you most likely seen the original, then you'll see the damn remake. But I just have to say this. Only watch it for $0. If you can find it for 0 cents or $0, I probably would recommend getting that. But even then, that's slim, because you shouldn't waste your time with this shit. This movie is shit. Sorry about ranting on this movie, but yeah, the original, a horror masterpiece. The remake, colored, and huh? Well, bye guys. Sorry if I may have seemed a little get repetitive and not really that funny. But like I said, I need to be talk comedy. Please teach me how to be funny. Bye.